If you have any young children with you, then you might want to cover their eyes and ears and things. This is my story. Hit the music, Becky the Checky. Long ago, in 1781, on Rodney Street, there lived two brothers, the Cohen brothers. There was an older brother and a younger brother. The eldest brother's name was Paul, and he was a very smart man, very well turned out, with a pencil-thin moustache. And his brother was called Barry, and he too had a pencil-thin moustache. And they were two of the most successful industrialists in Liverpool. But they were very big rivals, for they'd fallen in love with a girl who'd moved to Rodney Street in 1612 from Peru, and she was very, very beautiful, and they loved her. And they would sit in the Philharmonic dining rooms and they would trade the most witty insults between each other. Sometimes Barry would turn to Paul and he'd say, "Paul, you're a shit." And Barry, straight away, quick as a flash, he'd say, "Well, Barry, I think you're a shit as well." And it would go on like this for months and months. And one day, Penelope was the girl that they were both in love with. I can't remember if I told you her name or not. It's quite important, but that is her name. And Barry waved, and she sort of waved back. And Paul was very, very angry, and they got into a battle, and they had a fight all the way up the stairs. And Paul threw Barry out of the window, and he landed on a post box, and it broke his spine into about 12 bits. And Paul was about to finish Barry off by jumping out the window and doing the people's elbow on him. Which would have killed him, stood dead, you see. But he missed, and he fell into a bin next to him, and it cut its head off because of the way he landed, and his head got run over by a van, and he was dead. And Penelope, the girl in the story, she was rooted to the spot with shock, and she actually died of shock on the spot. And rigor mortis set in, and her feet just sort of buried themselves in the pavement like that. And her arms were all out like this, and they couldn't move her because of religious reasons. And so they cut her arms off, put them in a skip, and then they just built a lamppost round her, just a whole lamppost. Yes, that's what they did. And so now, if you ever see the haunted postbox and the haunted bin, look closely, because they are still inhabited by the jealous spirits of the Cohen brothers, Barry and Paul. And on dark, cold nights on Rodney Street, sometimes you can see the haunted postbox spit a parcel of the bin. And sometimes you will see the haunted bin spit a bit of old pear at the postbox. And all the while the lamppost shines down, because she's a slag, and she just wants to she's trying to egg them on, you see. She's a strumpet lamppost. And so remember, when you see the postbox and the bin and the lamppost, it's not a postbox and a bin and a lamppost, no. It's a Victorian love triangle from beyond the grave. Thank you very much.
Thaddeus, that's not how it's written in your book.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do know over 411 ghost stories about Liverpool. I've 412. I've just thought of another one now while I was talking. That's actually the fourth story about the haunted postbox itself.
You've got more about the postbox?
Yes, I've got another 4 actually. I just thought of another one.
Right, what happens in the new one? Does the postbox spit bits of ham and pizza chicken at the postbox?
Yes. How did you know that one? I haven't even written it. Tell me, my friend, have you ever been examined for psychokinetic powers?
No.
You have now. I am an expert in pyrokinetic psychology, my friend. I believe that you may have some powers. Tell me, have you ever lain with a woman?
It's none of your business, Thaddeus.
Excellent. A virgin.
No.
Listen carefully, my friend. Your gift is very important to mankind. If you ever empty yourself into a woman, then you will lose your gift. You're a future...
What gift?
The gift of future psychology. You know what people are going to think before they think them.
No, I don't.
Remarkable. I knew he was going to say that. But only until he said it.
This just isn't true. You're thinking that you're going to write more untrue stories about some kind of dog that pisses on a postbox and it comes to life.
Yes, the man dog of Bold Street. It's one of the best stories I've written. Do you know, and The Evil Goose of Chilwell, and It by Stephen King, which happened in Edinburgh.
Right, this just isn't true. I'm not a future
Listen, you are a future psychic. I can prove it. And all you ladies had better stay away from him, all right? Because I've got where have I put it? Here we go. Because I've got a crossbow in my Asda bag. See? I'll end you with my crossbow if you touch him. Quick, we must go to my fortress of solitude.
Please put the crossbow down.
Yes, we must go to my fortress of solitude and speak. Don't go near.
Oh my God, I'm having a vision.
What's the matter? He's having a vision. Stay back, bird. All right? I'll nail you.
Oh, there's a time warp.
A time warp?
Hitler.
I like him. He's good. Very clear political ideas.
And the suffragettes and
Fuck, suffragettes.
And Gandhi are coming through a hole in time.
I hate Gandhi. Where's the hole in time? I must stop them.
Above the Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol.
Quickly. Give me the taxi fare to Bristol.
It's like 75 quid.
Well, I don't care. I need it. I've got to go at once.
Will you promise to leave me alone?
Yes, I will. Yes, you can put it in my coat pocket.
All right, here's my wallet.
Thanks very much.
All right, okay.
Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please, you must remain here for a time until it is safe. I will go to Clifton and sort it out. You must use your powers, okay? Try and think about shoes or something, because the suffragettes are all girls and they like shoes.